A lot of people in the discussion here don't understand that it's perfectly normal to use the source code. That is how it's intended to be used. However, that's not stealing. That's competing within the same business model. May they actually embrace good business practices instead of this bullshit. OBS is an open source program licensed under, let's double check it. I think it's GPL 2. Yeah, GPL version 2 license. So OBS source code is free to use in any other software. So what Streamlabs did was GPL v2 license. It's one of the main open source licenses. Let me double check. Other developers can use the OBS code in their own projects as long as they obey the guidelines set forth in the GPL v2 license. If I recall correctly, all of the GPL licenses are propagating licenses, which means that you're allowed to use any source code from a GPL project like OBS, which is what Streamlabs did, but your software has to be GPL, as does the Streamlabs Studio. Let's call it Studio, it shouldn't be called OBS. As long as Streamlabs Studio uses OBS source code, but also follows the GPL license, there is nothing wrong. Which, hey, we can check it out. Streamlabs OBS source code. Can we access the source code? Yes, look. It's on GitHub. Where's the license? They even put it under GPL v3. They upgraded the GPL version. It's perfectly legal, and that is perfectly how GPL is supposed to work. I thought the real drama is not the OBS codebase memes, but the fact that when they asked OBS if they could use the OBS name, and they said they'd rather not, Streamlabs did anyway, and this leads to a lot of angry people in OBS Git regarding Streamlabs, and something else, which is copying a proprietary platform. Okay, so the first thing you said, that's why at first I was talking about GPL, because when I looked at the discussions, like on the Twitter thread concerning the drama and whatnot, I see a lot of people misunderstanding what is open source software. Yeah, this was what I was reading as well, like the LSF page on this ship. Okay, so Streamlabs stole Lightstream's design as well. We can check that out. And this is the main thread. Streamlabs, the OBS project has accused Streamlabs of copying their name and stealing their trademark. A lot of people in the discussion here don't understand that it's perfectly normal to use the source code. That is how it's intended to be used. However, OBS did ask Streamlabs nicely not to use the OBS name. The OBS name is not covered under any open source licensing. Yeah, legally they have obeyed the terms of the GPL, but they have repeatedly disregarded the spirit of open source and of giving it back. That's shitty. They're being shitty. There's not much else to say about it. But it's not what a lot of people think it is, like in the thread. A lot of people here misunderstand that OBS is an open source project and that it's perfectly normal for Streamlabs to use that code in their software, even if it's commercial software. It's perfectly legal, it's perfectly normal. Now, the Lightstreams thing, I did not follow. I don't know what happened there, so let's check it out. Powerful and intuitive live streaming studio in your browser. Okay, so this is a direct competitor as well. Level up your Xbox and PlayStation streams. Level up your console streams. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. So to be fair, there is something that has to be said. There are standards in design nowadays that make all websites look the same. What I find egregious here is not the design being almost exactly the same. That's honestly not that big of a deal in web design nowadays. That's actually very normal. What is egregious is how it's literally the same fucking bullet points. Activate, personalize, stream. How does it work? Get started, level up. They're using the same fucking words. That's actually really bad. Cloud capture for console streams. Full layout and design control. And then they like changed it up a bit. There's an extra meme about them copying the reviews. Oh no. Lightstream is literally one of the greatest things I've ever discovered. Thank you so much for making it so easy. Streamlabs Studio is literally one of the greatest things I've ever discovered. Thank you so much for making it easy. Love this platform. Love how they listen to their community. It is the perfect platform for console streaming. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, no, that's terrible. On the topic of Streamlabs OBS, they use one of my animations as a default alert. Sure, cool, but I asked around four years ago to please give credit, and they didn't ask to use it. Their response was, it was a random GIF they found online. Sure, they'll give credit. There still is none. Nice. It's not surprising though. Here, a little bit of incense. Let's burn some incense for Streamlabs getting butt fucked. May they actually embrace good business practices instead of this bullshit. We are taking immediate action to remove OBS from our name. Streamlabs OBS is built on top of the OBS open source platform. Streamlabs OBS is also open source and our code is publicly available. We take responsibility for our actions and will support the community. Oops, we got caught. They had to fucking get called out by the OBS team to change it up. But hey, at least they did it. Like, Streamlabs official apology statement bingo. Busted, free space, deletes or changes evidence. That's, they're fixing it. Ex-employee calling out Streamlabs. 5+ ex-employees calling out Streamlabs. No admission of guilt. Announces a product name change. 5+ companies come forward. 4th company comes forward. Large creator publicly denounces Streamlabs. We haven't looked at the Elgato part of this shit show. Now, this is actually really bad. Steel Labs strikes again. Elgato joined in on the Twitter thread with a meme of its own. Yeah, I just don't see what the fuck is being copied here. I don't know if I'm being dumb, but like, this is like the Streamlabs page. I guess Elgato did the same tech, which is not... this is where it gets weird. There's no problem. This is not stealing. This isn't stealing either. They both have the same idea for a service, and they implemented it. That's not stealing. That's competing within the same business model. This is the perfect time to push your product that Streamlabs OBS, that Streamlabs stole. Yeah, it is. It really is. Like, good job, combo. Good on you. Control your live stream from your phone with Streamlabs stream. I don't know. That's like saying you can't have an emote extension because Twitch has emotes. Exactly.